I've been practicing for over 12 years. I was born and raised in Missoula. This is where I want to practice, this is my community, and I want to be there to help the people who I grew up with.
I began my legal career in the United States Marine Corps. And I moved to Missoula, Montana and began practicing, and I just couldn't imagine a better place to live. What inspired me to become an attorney is I really have a passion for people, especially helping people. What we do here at Holloway and Hulling is we represent people that are in a very difficult time of their life, and we're here to make sure that their rights are protected and they get what they deserve.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Town Pump. Right down the road. Pump it up. Oh, yeah.
What is a jewelry design center?
JDC is a family-owned business with deep roots in Montana. Why Montana? Because this community made us. Made us family, made us artisans, made us believe in love, made us hometown heroes. Because this community made us shine. Why Montana? Because Montana is home.
There's no off season of football anymore, and now it's pro day season. We got all sorts of pro days going on across the Big Sky Conference, including the most recent one yesterday at Montana State. And happy to be joined now by a trio of former Bobcats. Derryk Snell will jump on here in just a minute, but Treyton Pickering and Nolan Askelson both on the call. Guys, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. We'll just start with you, Nolan. Just take us through what's going through your mind when you're walking up to the BAC yesterday and just preparing yourself, because like we were just talking about off the camera, it's quite a mental challenge to train for 10 or 12 weeks and then have it all come to fruition in the 6 drills. So what was going through your mind when you were preparing yourself for this?
Yeah, man, I mean, a lot. There's so many thoughts rolling through your mind. You kind of just try to control the good ones, let the good ones be in there, and let the bad ones just kind of pass, because that's going to happen. You're going to have both thoughts. But I thought I was going to be pretty nervous. I think, honestly, yeah, like you said, walking up to the BAC yesterday morning was probably when I was the most nervous. But then when I got in there and, we started warming up and stuff, it just felt like another day kind of. And I just feel like like you said, we had prepared for this day for so long. We knew exactly how it was going to go. Our coach, Heron, got us so well prepared. We knew like what the day was going to look like, what we were going to do, when we were going to be where. So I think I just played that in my mind so many times, but honestly, by the time I got in there, we were just talking. Me, Treyton, and Derryk were just, cutting it up, having fun, laughing at, 7:30, just getting ready. And I think it honestly took all the nerves away.
Treyton, Sean Herring's done such a good job with the strength program the last handful of years. How much different was your training leading up to this than maybe you guys have been doing these last couple of years? Was there a huge difference, or was it a lot of the same stuff? What was the differences?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a lot different, from the last couple of years of training with him, just because, there's a lot of different workouts you do, training for football and whatnot. And so he was kind of jokingly saying, you're basically a track athlete for the next 10 to 12 weeks. And so it was a lot of training in that sense. And, not as much football oriented lifts as you'd see when you're in the season,
Question for both of you: how you measure and all that is such a part of this as well. But like you're saying, you're training like a track athlete, so you're probably going to be really lean when you're coming in. So how do you sort of balance? Because I noticed both of you guys were probably, about 5 pounds down from what you played at. So how do you sort of balance the weight part of this when you are just training not really like a football player?
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, it's definitely tough, but like you said, it's pro day, and that's what they're looking at. You want to run fast and jump high. So I think at the end of the day, you lean towards that. One thing I kind of had a conversation with our coach Sean about was like, well, I don't want to be too small. Like if I'm 220, they're going to think I'm too small. And, the thing he said to me was they see a guy that can run and they say, okay, well, we can put some weight on him. He's still going to be able to run. You don't see a big guy who can't run and you say, we're going to take some weight off him and then he's going to be fast. So, that kind of just clicked in my mind. I was like, yeah, all right. Like if I'm 220, that's fine. That's good enough. If I run fast, and then, once we get to season, I can throw in another 5-10 pounds. I don't think it'll affect me that much.
Where were you guys both training? Where did you go do your training at?
We were here. All three of us were here and trained with Sean Heron and at the university.
That's pretty cool. Because talking to some of the Idaho guys, talking to some of the Montana guys, they basically went all over the place, California, Omaha, all sorts of different places. So just having that resource there, I mean, that must feel like a huge advantage for you guys.
Yeah, I think being around just, because we all live together, and I think it just made us more comfortable in our training, and training with somebody that we're super familiar with, and he's just as familiar with us. So I think that gave us all the confidence going into it, and we all had total faith in Sean and his training regimen and what he was going to have us do for those couple of months there. So I think being here in house was just really nice and made it easier. We didn't have to adjust to anything. So I think that helped a lot.
Nolan, when it comes to the indoor stuff, you did so awesome on the bench. Was that about where you wanted to be, or how did that compare to maybe what you thought you were going to hit when it comes to the bench press?
Yeah, that was right. That was right around in the range. I thought I could have hit 30. I was kind of hoping for 30 just with some of that adrenaline and stuff. But yeah, I just messed up the timing a little bit. And that was the first thing we did. And I was the first one to do it. So I definitely was a little nervous, like sitting there on the bench. I was shaking a little bit. I was like, I don't know if this is going to help or make it worse. But I think I got in control a little more after that. But yeah, I think I had a couple reps in me still.
And Treyton, your vertical, was that about where you wanted to be at too?
Yeah, I think that was kind of like the must goal, get around 34 inches. I thought I could have got obviously a couple more inches, but I was definitely really happy with that.
When you probably guys did these drills a million times over the last 10 or 12 weeks. When you only get 2 chances, that has to just be like, I don't know if pressure is the right word, but you have to figure out how to just do it right there. I mean, how do you sort of prepare yourself just in that moment?
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it is tough. It's really tough. Like you are out there running it 10 times one day and you mess something up, you go back up and try it again. And then the day it matters, you get one run at it. It is never a thing. Coach Sean did a great job we did like a mock day. We did a lot of days where we would come out and he would say, all right, like this is all you get right here. Like if you mess up, that I'm not going to give you another one. Like put yourself in a position of pro day, like try to get yourself mentally to that position to where there is that much pressure on it. So it is scary though. I mean, it's still not the same when you get out there and there's, NFL scouts sitting there right next to you with stopwatches. But yeah, I would just say Coach Sean did a good job of also trying to train the mental aspect of pro day as well.
Yeah, Treyton, you probably thought about and dreamt about this a lot over your life. So then to have it happen, what did that feel like?
I mean, it was just such a special moment, to be able to go out there with, your buddies that you've been battling with and have worked so hard to, try and accomplish this dream with. It was just so much fun to go out there and, just show our athletic ability and, kind of show what everybody, what we've been doing and training for the last couple of months. So it was just fun to go out there with, all your buddies and, basically just go play some catch and run through some drills. And it was just a blast.
Yeah, no.
Legal tip of the day. If you have contact with law enforcement, everything you say can be used against you. Be very polite, respect the badge, and simply say, please let me call my attorney, Dwight Schulte.
Yeah, Nolan, I mean, A lot of little kids dream about playing in the NFL, right? But then the filters start to happen. Can you make varsity? Then can you get to college? And then can you actually get an opportunity to perform in front of pro scouts? What did it take for you to get to this point, especially given all you went through, especially with the knee injury and all that, to get to this point?
Oh man, a lot, so much. Amazing people in my life, family, coaches, all along through my life. Back to senior, all the respect for all those guys, all the coaches here just a lot of people that invested in me, but at the end of the day, I think believing in myself too was, there's a point in time I think where some people probably didn't believe in me after, blowing out an ACL at the end of one season, breaking my foot one season. I think at points there was probably people who, didn't know if I'd be back. And I just always believed in myself, always bet on myself. And like you said, I got even the opportunity to have a pro day is a dream come true. To even say that you were able to do that is pretty special.
And Trent, I know you're banged up towards the end of the year, and you ended up getting to play a little bit towards down the stretch. But what was it like being back on the field just 100% for the first time in a long time?
No, it was nice. The body felt good and didn't have any kind of hiccups during training. So it was nice to, feel good and not have to worry about all the bumps and bruises while you're training and, really just give your 110% effort because you're not really sitting on any sort of aches or, anything that's wrong with your body. So it was really nice to be able to, just work out and, feel good every day and not wake up with those, those sort of pains of, playing football and whatnot.
And now the waiting game kind of begins. So I guess we'll start with, what do you think an NFL team would get if they took a chance on you guys?
Oh, I guess I'll take it. I think obviously with all of us, I think we are all just such hard workers. I think we all just need a shot, man. We can play football. We've shown that over the years here. We're gonna do the dirty work. We all pay attention to the details. I know practicing against guys like Treyton and Derryk, my whole career, they were the most detail-oriented tight ends I ever played. Just watching their footwork, how they attacked blocks. I got out into games and playing tight ends. I was like, yeah, it's just not the same level in my mind. Obviously, I'm a little biased, but I think the film shows it too. So we just do stuff the right way. Pay attention to the details. We just get a shot, man. I think we're just going to give it everything we got that you can't tell us no.
Yeah, I guess the other thing I would say is I just think that group of seniors in our class, all of us are just a bunch of gritty players. A lot of us came up when Joe was here, and his mindset was always do the hard work, and iron sharpens iron. That was kind of the big mentality of it all, and I think we'll just be willing to do whatever any team needs us to do, whether it's go cover kicks or block for field goal or block for punts, and they're going to get the best of our abilities and our full effort when it comes to those types of things. And like Nolan said, I think this group's a bunch of detailed players, and they care about what they put on film, and it's a work of art to all of us. And so we take a lot of pride in being detailed and having that passion behind our game.
About, I guess a little less than a month until the draft. So do you change your training now? Do you go back to training like a football player instead of training for the combine, basically?
Yeah, I definitely won't be doing any shuttle drills or L drill practice in a while.
Yeah,
hopefully
never
never
getting
do that again.
track. Yeah, no kidding.
That'll probably be more familiar for you, though, right? I mean, that probably is actually probably preferable.
Totally.
Well, last thing for you then, what was it like being back out there together? Because I mean, I know the way that your guys' season ended last year so heartbreaking, and you're probably thinking, man, last time I'm ever on Bobcat Stadium. But then at least to get one more chance, and I know you guys are all so close. What was that like doing it one last time at Bobcat Stadium with each other?
I mean, we were talking with Coach Sean the day before, and he said this is your last chance to go perform on Bobcat in Bobcat Stadium, and show out and, for your university and show who you are as an athlete coming from here. So it was just such an honor to be able to go out there one more time with all the seniors and even the seniors that aren't participating in pro day, to be out there on the field with them and all your past teammates, and to be able to go put all your work on display. It was such an honor, and it was just so fun to go do that with all my really close friends, and just excited that it was a good day.
Yeah, I was just like Treyton said, it was being out with all your teammates again. Kind of have a chance to leave Bobcat Stadium on your own terms this time instead of the way it ended last fall. It was definitely a blessing. I mean, that's our last memory, was having that awesome day yesterday with everybody. And a really cool opportunity, I think, too, for all the families that were able to come out and watch us. I know my parents had a blast, and that's a really special moment for them. I mean, they deserve that moment just as much as anybody. So to be able to have everybody out there supporting us and supporting each other, it was just a really cool day.
Well, great, guys. I appreciate you for doing this, and best of luck with everything moving forward. But thanks for being here today, and good job yesterday. That was fun to watch.
Thanks for having
Thanks,
us
Colter.
on.
Appreciate you.